Okay, it's time for Monday Motivation. My name is Terry Stirk. I am excited to be here with you today. If we haven't met, I will tell you a little about myself. I am a two-time survivor of triple negative breast cancer. I've been through many situations that have left traumatic marks on my body, my heart, my soul. So today we'll explore a vital topic that I've learned is very important for our well-being, and that is self-care. Life can feel so overwhelming, particularly when we're carrying heavy burdens, healing from our circumstances, or dealing with past trauma. It's easy to hold our breath even without even realizing it. But something as simple as deep breathing can be a powerful tool for self-care and healing. Breathing helps us do more than just fill our lungs. Deep breathing signals our body that it's okay to relax. Deep breathing lowers stress hormones, reduces anxiety, and boosts mental clarity. We invite peace and calm when we breathe deep and intentionally. We let go of tension and stress with each exhale. Let's begin by taking a few moments to pause and breathe deeply. So sit comfortably and try this. Place one hand on your chest, the other on your tummy. Breathe slowly for a count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now we're going to do a deep inhale for a count of 4. So ready? Exhale, and now let's start our deep inhale. Through your nose. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold for a count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then release for a count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Repeat as needed until you feel peace and calm. That's a powerful breathing tool used for self-care and healing. Conscious breathing is powerful self-care. I begin my day each day with breathing. I like to kneel and pray while I gaze out the window. Then I pull out a chair and my mat and begin with yoga. Before I even enjoy my first cup of coffee or look at my phone or my to-do list, I use this routine to prepare for a productive and transformative day. Breathing is an important part of my day, and I can tell you it is very helpful. You've probably heard the phrase, you can't pour from an empty cup. I also love how this quote puts it, you gotta nourish to flourish. It's a simple truth. We thrive when we take care of ourselves. Let's explore why self-care matters and how it can transform not just your life, but the life of those around you. So why is self-care essential to a healthy life and well-being? Well, have you ever considered the cost of neglecting yourself? What about increased stress or burnout, physical and emotional exhaustion, difficulty in relationships, or at work. There are many reasons and excuses why self-care is often neglected. Some people never learn the importance of self-care growing up, or they think it's selfish for them to take time for themselves, or they had difficult childhoods that led them to believe they were unworthy to even give themselves time. Other adults prioritize the needs of others and their responsibilities over their own self-care, convincing themselves that they simply don't have time. Additionally, some individuals are affected by mental health conditions that cause their moods to dictate how they care for themselves. So let's start with why self-care is essential. When we neglect ourselves, the impact is clear. Stress increases, energy drains, and everything, our work, relationships, even our health begins to suffer. It's like driving a car on an empty tank. Eventually, you stall. What self-care is and isn't. Self-care is not selfish. It's about replenishment, not indulgence. It's a commitment to holistic well-being, body, mind, and spirit. Some see self-care as unnecessary. They may think it's all about extravagant spa days or indulgence, but it's really about replenishing what you've poured out. It's a commitment to your well-being, physically, mentally, and spiritually. Taking care of yourself is one of the most selfless things you can do because it equips you to serve others better. Even Jesus modeled self-care. In Luke 5:16, it says, "But Jesus often withdrew to lonely places and prayed." He recognized the need to rest and reconnect with God. If Jesus, who carried the weight of the world, prioritized self-care, how much more should we? Rest and reflection are God designed. Caring for yourself honors the body and the spirit. So simple ways to nourish yourself. Physical movement, exercise, eating well, warm baths, sleep, even a nap in the middle of the day. Mentally, setting boundaries, engaging in your hobbies, things that give you joy. Unplug from technology. Spend time with people who replenish your energy. Spiritual self-care includes prayer, meditation, spending time in nature, Bible studies, reading scripture. Whatever spiritual pieces of your life might be missing, those are the things that you can use for self-care. There are many other types of self-care. It's very individualized, but in the end, it's whatever makes you feel good and happy and joyful. Self-care doesn't have to be complicated. It's about finding what refreshes and refuels you. Maybe that's a brisk walk, a quiet moment, or reading your favorite book. Perhaps it's taking a warm bath or nourishing your body with your favorite lotion. The key is consistency, making daily, small, intentional choices to nourish your mind, body, and spirit. The secret is being intentional. Creating a morning routine is a good place to start. When you take care of yourself, the benefits ripple outward. If you're taking time to nourish your own needs and replenish your energy reservoirs, you'll flourish, you'll thrive, and you'll benefit other people. You'll be more equipped to help others. You'll be more patient with those you live with. And then you'll have better relationships and better communication. Your action sets a positive example for family and friends. You're more patient and present and effective in completing your responsibilities and building relationships. Think about it. How can you help someone else if you're running on empty? By nourishing yourself, you're ready to pour into others. I can tell when I have not given myself some good self-care because I spend so much time with all of you and writing books, things that I need to do because they do give me joy. But I can also get very tired and I need to take breaks and nourish my energy. Talking to people helps me do that too. Start today. What's your next step to ensure you have self-care in your life? What's one small thing you can do today to nourish yourself? What's one thing you can do today to feel joy? Can you commit to a daily or weekly self-care habit? Can you look at your morning and create a routine? Share your commitment with a friend for accountability. If you have an idea of something you're going to do, put it in the comments. We'd love to hear it. Maybe it's setting aside 10 minutes to reflect or choosing a healthier meal option or maybe spending time making a meal if it isn't something that you've been able to do. Meal planning on the weekend, too, is self-care because it sets your week up for healthy meals all week long. Small steps lead to big changes, whether that's physically, emotionally, or spiritually. Commit to self-care, and it's possible to share it with someone who can encourage you. Maybe you go on walks with your neighbor. Let's close with this simple reminder. You gotta nourish to flourish. If you're not taking care of yourself every day, then you will feel tired and no energy. But taking care of yourself isn't a luxury. It's a necessity. You're worth the investment. And the investment isn't money. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about your time, your forethought. And the flourishing version of you will bless the people in your life. Remember today, self-care doesn't always require big leaps. Sometimes it begins with a single intentional breath. Thank you for coming and joining me today. I'm so happy to be here and to share with you. I hope I've given you some insight into self-care. I'm hoping it will be helpful. Have a beautiful rest of your day or evening wherever you are in the world. I'm cheering you on. Reach out if you have any questions.